Hey everybody, Steve Billman here. Thanks for joining me today. Hey, today we are going to continue our series Mastering Rhythm, and this is video 2. Today we are going to talk about quarter notes. In our last video, we dealt with whole notes and we dealt with half notes. So if you're beginning in rhythms, I would suggest you watching that video first before you join us in this one. All right, so in the last video, we said that whole notes receive 4 counts or 4 beats, and that half notes receive 2 counts or 2 beats. And all that is true. We went through the exercises, we sung them together. Now what we're going to do is we're going to half the half note, if you will. So the quarter note is the next lower note value. And if you half a 2, it becomes 1. So a quarter note essentially is going to get 1 beat for each quarter note. So if you sort of look at it as a pie, if you will, so a round pie, whether it's apple or strawberry or whatever you like, um, the whole note would represent the whole pie. So in that case, you would eat the whole pie. There would be no division of that particular pie because it's the whole pie. So again, the whole note gets the whole measure, the 4 beats, okay? Then the next one is if you cut the pie in half, then you would have 2 sections, and that represents the half note. So you would have, with a half note, you have 2 beats, but remember in a 4/4 measure, we have to fill up the 4 beats in every measure. So there's still 2 beats missing. So last week what we had to do, so if we had a half note, we had to put another half note in the measure. 2 plus 2 then equals 4. So everything has to equal 4 at the end of the measure, right? All right, so that's if you half the pie. When you quarter the pie, now you have 4 partials, or you have 4 pieces of pie. So that means when I transfer that to rhythm, that means then the quarter note, if you have 2, it's 1. The quarter note's going to get 1 beat. And there's going to be 4 beats in that measure. Now again, that doesn't mean that we can only have 4 quarter notes in a measure. We can mix and match these numbers, and as we go deeper with the rhythms, we'll have more options. Last week we only had 2. It was either a whole note or 2 half notes. But now we add the quarter note. So now we have an option of if the quarter note gets 1 beat, then we need 4 of those in a measure, right? So if I'm doing a couple measures of 4/4 with quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now I'm counting on every beat, this representing the beat, every snap. So that represents the quarter note, okay? So again, half note, 4 beats gets the whole measure. When you half that, it becomes a half note. That gets 2 beats. So in a measure, you would have perhaps 2 half notes. That would equal 4. And with the quarter note, it only equals 1. So again, you have to fill up that measure, in this case, with 4 quarter notes. But realize this. With the whole note, there's nothing else you can do because that contains 4 beats. And so in a measure of 4/4 time, there's nothing else you can add. But now that we've added the quarter notes, it's not only, if you have a half note, it's not only another half note you can add, but you can add 2 quarter notes because each quarter note is 1 beat. So if a half note gets 2 beats and it's on beat 1, you'd have 1, and then on beat 3, you'd have a quarter note, and beat 4, you'd have a quarter note. So 1, 3, 4. See? So as we're adding these extra smaller note values, we're able to have more options now. Okay? All right. And we're going to have a worksheet in a little bit, and we'll go through all these possibilities with the different rhythms that we have so far. But what I want to do right now is I just want to play through 2 measures of whole notes, 2 measures of half notes, and 2 measures of quarter notes, just to kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about, okay? So again, everything has to add up to 4. and 2 measures of whole notes, 2 measures of half notes, 2 measures of quarter notes. I'm going to use the conducting that I showed you guys the last video. So remember that down is 1, beat 1, over is beat 2, over is beat 3, and up is beat 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So as I sing, I'm going to keep track of where the beats are with my conducting. Okay. So again, 2 measures of whole notes, 2 measures of half notes, 2 measures of quarter notes. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, sing. 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Does that sort of make sense? Right? So again, it's all equaling 4 beats, right? But we have different rhythms now, and we're going to sing them accordingly. So whole note, again, gets 4 beats, half note, 2 beats, and a quarter note gets a beat. All right? How do you feel? You feel ready? All right, good. So here we go. Let's go into the worksheet. All right, you guys. So I'm going to put the rhythms up on the screen. So just follow along. And again, I would recommend looking at the first video to make sure you're understanding how we're reading the music, okay? All right, so I'm going to conduct while we're doing this. But again, if you're not comfortable yet doing that, it's okay. Just do the rhythms. Eventually, you'll be able to conduct, and it'll be great. But the focus right now is the rhythm, okay? I'm going to use the click, and I have it on 62 beats per minute. Again, when you're practicing by yourself, you can do it as slow as you want to do it or as fast as you want to do it, okay? There's the click, there's the beat. I'm going to give you 4 beats and we're going to be in, okay? We're just doing example 1 right now. So here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, good, you guys. Let's do example 2. Again, I'm at 62 beats per minute, and I'll give you 4 beats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. 1, 1, 3. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right, you guys, here's example 3, 62 beats per minute, and I'll give you 4 counts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 4. 1. Okay, you guys. So just the last thing I'll say is remember that when you do these yourself, play the repeats, right? So each one you're going to end up playing twice. I'm just trying to save time, so I'm not doing it twice. But remember the repeats. The other thing, like I said, is if you can learn to conduct it, that would be great, because then you would be able to see exactly where those beats are landing. And remember that everything that you do in 4/4 time has to equal 4 beats. So you can't have too little or too many beats in a measure. All right? Okay, guys, I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.